Hi, welcome to this video in the series of Career Bytes hashtag videos. In this video, I'm going to look at one aspect of becoming a business analyst. If you are a testing professional, this video is for you. How can you transition your career from being a testing professional to becoming a business analyst? My name is Abhishek Srivastava. I'm an IT professional, an author, and a blogger. These are some of the books which I have written, and they are available on Amazon and the publisher's website. To answer this question as to how I can transition from being a tester to a business analyst, let's first understand what does a business analyst do. In a typical scenario of IT business analyst role, you will be interacting with customer to understand the needs of the customer, and then you'll be working on it to create a detailed requirements specification, which can then be taken up by the solution team to design and develop the solution. The solution could be a small change request, it could be a big module, or it could be the entire system. But the essence of your role remains the same. Once the solution is ready, it comes back to you as a business analyst to validate it, to test it functionally so that it is in line with what the customer was expecting. Then it is handed over to the customer for conducting their testing. And once they are through with the testing and they're happy with it, the system or the solution is accepted. That's a typical role of a business analyst. In order to conduct this role, what do you need? What are the skills which are required? So we have created a craft framework which essentially tells about four essential skills for a business analyst. Starts with the com skills. As you are interacting with customers and your development team, communication becomes extremely important. You need to know how to talk to the customer representatives as well as to the technical team. You should be in a position to speak both the languages. And that is one of the most important skills for a business analyst. In order to do so, one, you need to have good command over language as well as a good command over the kind of language spoken by the customer, which is the business language, and the kind of language spoken by the development team, which is the development or the technical language. You should be familiar with both. You may not be required to become an expert, but you should be aware of the basic concepts. So when you're talking to the development team, you need to understand or know the requirements development skills, which includes the techniques to gather requirements, techniques to create visual models, techniques to create the requirements detailing, which includes data model. These are the kind of skills which you require. Specifically speaking, it requires UML modeling, like use case modeling, activity diagrams, or it can require you to create user stories and manage backlogs. These are the different skills which are required under the second category, requirements development skills. Third one is again relating to the com skill. When you are talking with the customer, you need to understand a bit of a language of the business so that when you're explaining to them, they can understand it. Similarly, at the other side of it, if they're explaining you some requirements, they'll be using business language. You need to know that. Last but not the least is the functional testing skill. You need to know how to test an application to make sure that all the conditions, all the scenarios are covered in the system. So these are the typical business analyst skills which are required. Now let's look at some of the steps which are required to transition you from being a tester to being a business analyst. First of all, you should familiarize yourself with what does a business analyst do or what are you getting into. That is an important aspect. There is a bit of confusion in terms of when I refer to business analyst, what exactly does it mean? Is it about learning SAS and Tableau and analytics, or it is about learning the four skills which I discussed earlier. That clarity you must have. There are some resources which is available on our blog, that is businessanalyst.techcanvass.com, or on our YouTube channel of Techcanvass. There are many other resources which are available. Just search for business analysis fundamentals or business analyst role, and you will get to know a lot about it. Once you are clear about the business analyst role, and then you decide, yes, I want to go ahead with this, then you have to acquire those business analysis skills. It's up to you to decide what is the approach you're going to take. Are you going for self study? You're going to attend a professional training program? It's up to you. But you have to acquire those skills, which I have mentioned just now. Third, you have to take a certification because you are changing from a non business analyst role to a business analyst role. It's always worthwhile to get a certification. Certifications does not guarantee a job. Certifications do guarantee your shortlisting when an employer is looking at resumes. Resumes are the window to understand a professional, and certification helps in differentiating your resume. So it becomes an important part of career transition. Next step is if you are a tester, you must be working on certain projects, which are IT projects. Pick up couple of projects and visualize yourself as a business analyst. You have learned these skills in the step number two. So now you know what you're supposed to do as a business analyst. Use those projects to visualize yourself as a business analyst. You can create UML models yourself. You can create user stories. Try and do those things so that you get to know the skills and implement them so that you can face the interview properly. And also that will give you a lot of confidence. Next, update your resume. As I told you earlier also, resumes are the windows to know you. So you need to write correct things in the resume. So there are certain rules and responsibility areas which you must mention in your resume. So a certification and a correct resume format will ensure that you get access to or get a call for the interview. And then, of course, you have to go and upload your resume to various business sites like Monster India, Naukri.com, or Dice.com, wherever you are in your country, whichever are the leading job sites. Then start going through business analyst interview questions and answers. There are a lot of resources available on the net. You can also go and visit our YouTube channel. You will get to know a few interview questions. You can read our blog, where also you will get to know about the questions. There's also a book which is written by me on business analyst interview question and answers, which is available on Amazon Kindle. Then start facing interviews. Don't be scared of interviews. You have to, if you are afraid of interviews, it will become very difficult for you to go and crack the interview. Be ready for failing in a few of the interviews. It does not hurt you. You just need to take it as a learning step. The number of interviews you face, you start getting to know what kind of questions are going to come your way or build your confidence. When you come back from the interview, go through the questions which you're not able to answer, or possibly you could have answered in a better way. So facing interviews is a good thing. You must face interviews. Don't be frightened or be scared of not getting selected. Because if you're afraid of the failure, you will never succeed. So with this, these are the 8 steps which I feel is good enough for you to transition yourself from being a tester to a business analyst. These are a couple of books which I was mentioning earlier also, which have been written to help professionals like you to become a business analyst. They are available on Amazon Kindle. All the best and thanks for being part of this video.